Watch this. Can we go to step 4? Step number 4. Not only do you have to have clear vision, but you've got to give clear direction and godly counsel. Watch this. I'm going to help somebody in a minute. In verse number 16, the Bible said that he created 2 great lights. Tell somebody 2 great lights. But even though they were great, the Bible said that the greater light ruled by day and the lesser light ruled by night, meaning that there are different degrees of greatness. Because both lights, the greater light and the lesser light, were called great lights. But they had different degrees of greatness. Well, why do they have different degrees of greatness? I'll answer that. Because one of them doesn't really have any light. The moon doesn't have light. The sun has light. The moon reflects the light of the sun. Bishop, we preached that. We preached about reflecting the light of the S-O-N. But what we didn't tell you is that the moon has phases. Ain't nobody gonna help me in here. Because they have what you call a full moon that's full of light. Then they got the new moon that has virtually no light. Then you've got the half moons. And you have what's called a crescent moon that exists in 2 different phases. One is either waxing, meaning it's a growing crescent. Y'all know that little crescent. You see, that's a growing crescent. Or there's a waning crescent, which means it's small, but it's getting smaller. And I was studying it, and God said, that's just like the folk in church. Because instead of reflecting the light of the sun when you should be acting right, all of a sudden your light is diminishing. Y'all ain't gonna talk to me in here. We're supposed to be full with all the fullness of God. But we're just a crescent. That's why it takes us an hour to cast out devils, because you're just a crescent instead of a... That's why you speak in tongues and are still suicidal, because you are not letting the light of the sun be reflected in you.
Such an awesome God. 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 Isn't he a worthy God? Such an awesome God. Such an awesome God.